party hats. Boom, boom.
The whole go bang bang here.
Let us begin.
I want you to keep an eye out for the Boogity Man.
VHS Bandits.
Boogity! Boogity! Woo!
VHS Bandits.
Welcome to Coxwell
Don't
Academy.
need no DVDs, don't need no Betamax. These are the VHS Bandits.
Hey everybody, welcome to the VHS Bandits podcast. This week, we watch Dee Snider's Strangeland. Let's pop in the tape.
Here we go.
In this small town,
Check this guy out.
on this quiet street,
Now we can talk to him one-on-one.
an unspeakable evil is stalking the net.
What kind of name is Captain Howdy?
He found a series of symmetrically placed puncture wounds.
To use torture.
Welcome to my world, detective.
Pain is a uniquely personal experience.
Oh God, please don't let this happen.
My badge is a forever. My badge represents the law. I'll kill him. Trust me. That's better.
There's nowhere to run. Daddy! There's no place to hide.
Find me.
He's got this town wired.
Gotta love this technology.
Kevin Gage,
Ready to come in?
Elizabeth Pena,
What have you done with my daughter?
Robert Englund,
Somebody's gotta take that boy out.
Dee Snider.
So much flesh, so little time.
The hunt has begun.
Wanna play ball, Scarecrow?
Strangeland.
And now, our feature presentation.
Howdy, captains. Welcome back to the VHS Bandits. We watched Dee Snider's Strangeland. I am Topher Hansen. With me, as always, is
Dane Train.
Captain Dane Train, to be exact. And with us sometimes is our special guest,
Sully.
Captain Sully. No one else is doing the captain things?
There can only be one captain.
And that-
Or
they're
maybe we
just
should
like
use
the
our
trailers in this movie.
Maybe we should use our AOL Instant Messenger names. Oh yeah,
I don't. So people can look us up and dig into our embarrassing pasts
I have
on
nothing to
Zynga
hide.
and Dead Journal.
I have nothing to hide. Don't worry about it.
You don't have a basement full of people in contraptions tied up in Robert Englund's with their eyes
I didn't
sewed
get
shut.
sent to a Saturday detention because I had a wrestling magazine with naked ladies in it. We good.
Dane, are you the only one of us that didn't go to Saturday detention ever?
I've never been to detention.
You've never been to any
Wow.
detention?
Sorry.
Dude, that's not true. I got my first detention with you.
No, it's
Remember?
bullshit. No.
Yes, no. We were in first grade and we got playground detention. We couldn't go to recess.
What are you talking about?
You and me had to stay in during recess because we were acting up in class.
Oh, come on.
Because you were Mr. Chatterbox. You got the Chatterbox Award.
I don't remember this one single bit, and if I don't remember
blocked it out of your.
it never
You're
happened.
going to be running for office one day, and then this.
I did not
story
have
of you getting
detention
detention.
relations with this man.
Oh man, that was our first detention. Not my last. I guess it was your last.
I remember
Whatever.
specifically.
This is squeaky clean over here.
I remember specifically
Yeah.
being right next to you in front of a computer in probably, I don't know, late 90s, maybe 1996, give or take, maybe
Yeah.
97. And you said bum loving, talking about Teletubbies, and you were like, the Teletubbies are bum loving. And I was laughing my ass off. And the teacher goes, Chris, I'll see you for detention. It was a lunch detention. And you came and sat with me at the table. And then the teacher came out looking for you. And she's like, hey, you're supposed to be in detention. And you had to go spend the rest of lunch in detention.
Yeah.
And then later you wrote bum loving in the snow. And somehow they knew it was you, and you got detention again.
No, I didn't. So yeah, me and a couple of cohorts wrote bum lovin' after school outside in the snow in like the whole back courtyard, but we didn't get blamed for it. I'm sure that the teachers knew it was me, but for whatever reason, I didn't get in trouble for that. But our friend Bossy's class, he had to go out in the snow. Him and his entire class had to go out and stomp it out. And I walked away clean, baby. Crime does pay.
What if your teacher's listening to this right now?
Who gives a fuck?
Oh, all right, fair enough.
I don't even remember what the teacher's name would have been. So it doesn't even matter.
It wasn't Miss Douche Anal. That was part of the same team, though.
Yep.
We don't need to talk about.
She might give you
teachers.
retroactive detention, man. I think the statute of limitations is like 25 years.
Whoa.
I allegedly did that. If I were to have done it, not saying that I did.
Perfect. As your fake lawyer, I advise you to go that route. Good job.
To lie.
Yeah. As your fake lawyer, lie and bribe.
All right. So we watched Strangeland, speaking of crimes against humanity. So me and Sully here have seen this movie before. I fucking love it. And Dane Train, I don't know. You didn't seem as excited about this movie. We can talk about that.
I've never seen it before. I actually didn't even know anything about it. And I was like, ooh, wow, a movie with Dee Snider? No shit. I had no idea. And then I watched the trailer during the week and I was like, ooh. late 90s.
Oh no.
Red flag. not 80s cross-dresser glammed out Dee Snider. Red flag.
No.
He is dressed as a man for most of the movie. Yeah. Well, he's mostly undressed for the movie.
Dee Snider dressed like a man. Red flag. Lots of like torture porny stuff. Red flag. So it wasn't exactly my cup of tea. So
well, that's why we have this podcast to change your mind on Dee
insane amount of late
Snider's
90s
Strangeland.
new metal. Another red flag.
I mean, that's the whole reason I love this movie. I don't know what you're talking about.
It worked
That's the best
for
part.
Alone in the Dark.
Alone in the Dark. We haven't covered that movie yet.
No, that movie's
and that
awful.
movie came out in like 2005. So
oh damn,
wrong
did it?
era, mister.
Well, it still had it was when in the same era when every horror movie had to have a new metal song at the end credits at least.
Yeah.
Minimum.
That's true.
If not, have a Marilyn Manson cover at the opening credits.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like this movie does.
This movie reminded me of so many things.
Well, we'll get there. Let me talk about the box first.
Yeah.
Yes. I actually have two copies of this.
Why?
Is one
Dude,
signed by
it's
Dee
fucking
Snider?
Strangeland.
Is one unrated and one's rated R?
No, I don't know where my other one is, but I think
gotta
it's
go to
in
Hollywood
my
Video for the
case.
unrated version.
Yeah, you have to order the DVD is the unrated version, but according to the trailer for the movie that we were about to watch on the movie we already bought, so I don't know why they're whatever. But the cover is this girl and she's got her mouth all stitched up and
go on.
She's all green, and Dee Snider Strangeland. The ritual begin. There's a sticker covering up some of this, so I'm assuming it says "Let the ritual begin." And then Dee Snider has created a horror icon for the next millennium. Fangoria magazine. There you go, and it's got
one that's been forgotten.
One of the hey, I've never forgotten Dee Snider.
I don't think you'll ever forget this Dane
Captain
Train.
Howdy. Yeah, you won't forget this. You'll be waking up. You'll be having nightmares just like the girl in the movie.
Let me tell you,
And
last time I was in Salem and I went to Count Orlok's Horror Museum, there was no wax figure of Captain Howdy. So
a wax figure can't contain the icon that is Captain Howdy.
Yeah, usually it can.
He lives in our hearts, not in wax.
Well, okay.
So yeah, and the side panels, which I like. This is from Artisan Entertainment. I don't know what else they've done, but they actually showed us a fucking shitload of trailers we can talk
they did
about.
about 58 movies, I think. Was, the count towards the
They
end.
showed their entire catalog of films to us.
95
on
of
the
which
side panels
are old Western
John Wayne movies.
John Wayne movies.
Yeah, there's
also-
a Dee
sorry.
Snider. So that's okay. There's Dee Snider that is like in a regular guy outfit.
Yeah, regular
And then
Dee
on the
Snider.
other side, there's Captain Howdy, who's all tinted red and with his face tattoos and piercings and stuff. But this Dee Snider that's like on the side that's supposed to be like the normal guy version of him, that's just like Dee Snider from like the credits outro. He's wearing sunglasses and shit.
Yeah.
Like
it's
he's
just like a
still
normal
cool.
picture of Dee Snider.
Yeah, it's just a regular picture of Dee Snider.
It's Dee Snider, how I remember him being one of the guest hosts on the I Love the 80s show on VH1.
Right. Yeah. It's probably a screen grab from that.
Yeah.
And the back of the box reads, "The glow of this screen." Can you give me some new metal music?
Oh
Oh my god. All right, maybe that's a bad idea.
Bled 4 days
the waist.
Bled 4 days.
You sound like Macho Man.
Ooh, yeah.
What's that song called?
Hey, you want the new metal? I gave you some new
I
metal.
do. That was I am impressed.
So what?
The man. Okay, let me try this again. The glow of the screen illuminates his heavily pierced, tattooed, stained face as his fingers dance nimbly
watching?
across the keyboard, searching, hunting. His computer handle is Captain Howdy, and sorry, it's a little like dirty. He surfs the local chat rooms. There's no such thing as a local chat room. They're all worldwide. Well, I don't know. If you're in a LAN party. Anyway, we don't need to get technical. The local chat rooms for young female prey. Girls like Genevieve and Tiana, who mysteriously vanish after an online conversation with the cunning cyber predator.
Cyber
Detective Mike Gage has a personal stake in the case. Genevieve is his daughter.
That was a Norm.
I was going to read this as Norm MacDonald. When Tina's corpse, tortured, pierced and scarred, I'm over it, is discovered in the river, Gage realizes that time is running out for Genevieve. Taking sadistic delight in Gage's desperation, Captain Howdy sends the detective a series of taunting emails, challenging him to a deadly online game of cat and mouse, and drawing him into modern primitive world. And in Act 3, no, it doesn't say that. A strange land of fetish bars. Oh, there's a comma. I thought that was a period. Sorry. A strange land of fetish bars, comma, S&M, comma, body modification, comma, and goth rock. Heavy metal superstar Dee Snider, Elizabeth Pena, I'm probably saying that wrong, and Robert Englund star in this dark suspense thriller in the tradition of The Silence of the Lambs and Kiss the Girls. Because it rips off that one scene. Oh, Dame Train put up his sad guy face on Skype.
You know, the whole
How
time
big is that VHS box?
That was a long box.
You know,
I'm a bad reader and have dyslexia and illiterate.
The whole time.
Yeah. We watched Nacho Libre. What are you talking about?
Like the last 10 minutes of you reading that entire thing. I'm just watching John wafting his hair back every time.
He's got a lot of... He's got lavish locks, man.
Look, I'm the only one of us who still has hair. Let me enjoy it.
I got plenty of hair.
Look at these.
Got plenty of hair.
Look at these. Hey. Don't question our manhood. Not on our podcast. We don't go to Wrassle Flicks and tell you how gray your pubes are. Because I know I could do that. I could access the mainframe.
Don't spoil the next episode.
Oh, sorry.
When
Are they gray? Find out next time on the Wrassle Flicks podcast. Whose pubes are gray?
So
and when?
As I
Whose
was
pubes are these?
As I was singing my heavenly
question.
new metal song,
Yes, sir.
I got some text messages from my wife who's upstairs, and she goes, "You just scared the shit out of me. I thought that was the dogs next door."
They broke into the house and started eating her husband. Oh my God. New metal.
Your true calling was a new metal singer.
I guess so.
Yeah. You should have been in sin.
I need to braid my hair, put it into a ponytail, and then dye it,
Shave
like
everything
neon
around
green,
it.
shave the sides. Yeah, get some tribal tattoos and some fishnet, and I'll look totally normal. Like
You'll be ready for your show.
Yeah. I'll be ready to hang out with Zane in high school.
the nipple boy.
And all the other new metal goth kids that we hung out with in high school.
Hey, dude.
Oh,
you like
yeah,
Cold Chamber,
baby.
dude?
Cold Chamber?
Oh, first off, speaking of, before we get into this, I want to do a cheap plug since we're at the beginning of the show. I'll mention it again later. But our good friend who did our VHS Bandits theme song, Corey Gorski, is putting on a VHS tape trade show going on in Toronto for all of our Canadian listeners. So if you want to check this out, it's called Shockwaves VHS Tape Trade Toronto, or Shockwaves Toronto VHS Tape Trade and Sale. It is free entry. It is Sunday, July 7th, 1 to 5 p.m. at Eyesore Cinema in Toronto. That is Toronto, Canada. Not Toronto, Massachusetts.
Oh, man.
Yes, so go check that out. Corey Gorski, good friend of the show. He did our theme song, for crying out loud. Go trade some tapes in Canada.
Hey.
How many Degrassi tapes he got?
Probably a lot.
Funny enough, John.
That's all they have up there, I
Let
think.
me tell you something. Every once in a while.
We talking Degrassi? Let's go.
Yeah. So every once in a while, I hop on like OfferUp and one of those other apps that's like a Craigslist.
And try to find a teenage girl to sadistically abuse.
on Captain Howdy's on OfferUp.
he's selling all of his dungeon equipment.
Oh yeah, and piercings.
He's looking for used needles and meat hooks.
Yeah. So I every now and then I just look a VHS, see what's up there, and there's a listing for a shit ton of Degrassi tapes.
Okay, how much do they want, and how many checks will they take?
I wonder if I could send it to you. But yeah, there's a shit ton of Degrassi tapes that I thought
beautiful.
Of so
beautiful. I'll trade those over in Toronto on July 7th.
Some other sicko out there.
That's
has them.
right. Some sicko. It's a trap.
Yeah, it's probably Captain Howdy.
It's Captain Howdy.
He's on your instant messenger and he's going, "Hey, I've got a bunch of Degrassi tapes. You want to come over and watch them?"
Only if he's into winter sports.
Yeah, maybe it's snowboarding.
This movie, dude,
he's a
I fucking
student.
love this movie. I love this movie.
Well,
this is the best fake internet movie ever.
Let's talk about
this, and You've Got Mail. This is the You've Got Mail of the horror genre. Yeah, if Captain Howdy is basically Tom Hanks. Right? And the detective is Meg Ryan, I think.
Right. And it takes place in Rockport, Massachusetts, right? Yeah.
Is that where You Got Mail takes place?
I think it does.
I watched that on a sick day once.
Oh.
Because I couldn't find the titties in Titanic, so I watched You Got Mail. I was at my aunt's house.
It's about 1 hour, 23 minutes into the first tape.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
So, hey, I think before we get into the movie, we should talk about what happens before the movie.
Holy shit, so much.
There's a whole
much.
Basically, there's a whole movie before the movie.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
All right, how many trailers? We had 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you count Highlander as 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? There were 10 trailers
And
before this
some of them
movie.
were repeats of the same
Whoa.
things, except they're saying instead of getting it on tape, you can get it on DVD.
Yes.
The exact same.
Artisan
It was
Entertainment.
everything. Artisan Home Entertainment releases this now, coming soon from Artisan Home Entertainment. Now available on DVD from Artisan Home Entertainment. If
Well, you
I
got to
hear
push the
it was-
superior format. I understand completely.
if I hear Artisan Home
Hey.
Entertainment one more time,
Don't watch the Blair Witch Project then, man.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Come on, dude.
They
Wanna
were
watch the Blair Witch Project,
ahead
dude?
of the curb. They were a humble bread making company, and then they
Artisanal
entertainment. They used to make specialty pizzas, and now they have home entertainment.
Artisan flatbreads.
Yes. Get a free flatbread sandwich.
With the purchase of a John Wayne movie. Pick one. We got a lot of them.
So you could get Highlander for $9.98 and Highlander 2 for $9.98, and then 18 John Wayne movies for $14.95 each. And there was the Temptations movie, but there was one. They showed the Strangeland trailer.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really a trailer. It was like Dee Snider talking at you, telling you to buy Strangeland because of all the special extras that are on it.
He's hawking the soundtrack on compact disc.
Yes.
Oh, that's what he was hawking. Yeah, the compact
with all these
disc.
bands like Mudvayne,
Seven Dust, Kid Rock. Who else?
Soil,
Marilyn Manson.
Chamber. Yes, Soil.
Mushroom Head.
I don't think Mushroom Head was on there.
Tea House of the Almighty.
Oh, I wish. Man, Tea House of the Almighty.
Seventh Rail Crew.
Dude, there are music videos and shit at the end of the tape, and Dee Snider like hosts them. Oh, and the DVD, he tells you, has a special episode of Headbangers Ball. And then it shows you all the like torture porn stuff, and then it says Artisan Entertainment thinks you might also like the Temptations movie. So watch that.
Well, I do love the Temptations miniseries as well as Strangeland, so it all kind of works
If you
together.
like Coal Chamber, you love the Temptations.
I mean, Loco was originally a Temptations song.
I Am Loco from El
Days by
Nino.
the Temptations, yeah. El Nino. My
El
God.
Nino. Oof.
You had the El Nino CD, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What was your like worst new metal band CD that you guys owned?
It was either that or Primer 55.
Okay.
Well, then again, I did have some Power Man 5000 as well. That doesn't really count.
That's
though,
a
does it?
good
No,
CD.
they're great.
Yeah, because they're actually
5000's a
they're
tough
actually
CD
good.
to still listen
They're
to.
actually good. Yeah.
It's fun to listen to. What about you, Sully?
Well, my music taste is impeccable, so it's hard to pick, but probably Flaw. I think that was at the end of the new metal era. Do you remember the Get Up Again? That
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the worst new metal CD. Oh, I had so many.
Yeah.
I had
them all.
I had them all. If it was new and it was metal, if it's spelled with a U, then I had it. I had the shittiest ones I think were Saliva.
Oh.
I had Saliva and I had Drowning Pool.
Drowning Pool.
Not good albums. Sorry,
Let the
guys.
Bicycle Go.
Let the bicycle go. Anyway.
Wow, man, does that take me back to high school? Holy shit.
I don't think
Here we
Saliva's
are.
new metal, man. I thought that was like, I don't know, like my mom could listen to Saliva.
Your mom listened to a lot of eclectic music.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
dude.
Your mom
Ja
listened to
Rule's probably the
everything.
best. the
Back
best
when
thing to
Linkin
listen to.
Park came out, and then everybody's mom started listening to Linkin Park. And I remember back then
My
even saying
mom
that.
did not listen to Linkin Park. I can tell you that.
Every
Just don't go
mom
cracker.
listened to Linkin Park back then. I remember even back then, just being like, "Who wants to listen to Linkin Park?" Everybody's mom listens to Linkin Park.
Whoa.
I want to listen to Linkin Park because everybody's mom.
That just
listens
sounds
to
like a
it.
schoolyard
Moms
insult.
listen to Linkin Park.
Yo, what are you
All
listening
right.
to this for, man? Your mom listens to that.
Your mom listens to Slipknot.
Oh.
Oh shit! Hey, there is a band that's playing. So I have to record these like summer concerts that are doing at the town that I work for. And one of the bands that's playing, I think it's this Sunday, supposedly has a, oh, no. I'm sorry. Later on, by the end of this year, there's a Grateful Dead cover band called Playing Dead that's playing. One of the members used to be a member of Slipknot.
Was it the clown?
That's what they advertise in the synopsis for the band. They're
like Joey Jordison.
The guy who used to jerk off his nose on stage is now playing Grateful
Jerry
Dead covers
Garcia.
at bars.
They're like, oh, this person
Jerky
that was
Garcia.
from this band, this person from this band, and this person from Slipknot.
I hope he still wears his mask.
I don't know. I recorded them last year and there were no masks. So
shit. Well, anyway, so Dee Snider Strangeland. Let's talk about this movie.
Yeah.
I could talk about new metal all day, but we won't. We'll talk about a new metal movie. It's called Dee Snider Strangeland. Is that movie that we're going to talk about?
I'm going to call this movie Netsploitation because
that's a great genre. That's awesome.
Good. Right, that's going to be the new genre. Netsploitation, movies that put a big emphasis
you heard it first.
on the use of the internet, particularly early 90s internet, because the movie, literally the very first second of this movie starts out with the old dial-up internet sounds. That's the beginning of the movie.
Oh, man.
And where the lead detective literally looks like he's never seen a computer day in his life. He's like, what the hell is this computer thing? I don't know what this is. Let me just hit some buttons. I'm frustrated. I don't know what I'm doing. What is the internet? What he should have done. He should have watched that VHS tape of Chandler and the other chick from Friends talk about Windows 95 and the internet.
Yeah, I love how this movie opens up like every horror movie from 1996 to 2005 at least. It opens up with extreme close-ups of like needles and newspaper clippings and like random shit going in and out of focus in like kind of a sepia tone.
Yeah.
With a Marilyn Manson song underneath it. Every horror movie in that time had that. And that's how you know you're in for a good time. Like Strangeland.
It wasn't Marilyn Manson. It was Dee Snider singing his own theme song to his own movie that he wrote and stars in.
Yeah.
This is a full-on Dee Snider joint. Don't get it twisted.
No,
because Twisted's not in it.
You ever notice? Now I just realized this. Now the movie's called Strangeland. Why the hell do they even call it Strangeland? They never say anything about Strangeland in the movie. There's no connection to that name.
Fucking cool title, man.
You know what I mean? They could have called it like Captain Howdy's Internet Horrors.net. You know what I mean?
That was probably
Captain Howdy's
that's an okay
Internet
title.
Horrors.net.
You know what I mean?
I think that was the working title.
Yeah. That was the title they used so no one could crash the film set and get scoops.
Oh, sure. Right.
No scoops. Hey, Fangoria.
No scoops. You got to watch Strangeland along with everyone else.
Scoops. Please, no scoops. Yeah, and then I guess it shows him like kidnapping someone and murdering them. And like, so you don't see Captain Howdy. I mean, you fucking know it's Dee Snider, but you don't really. They always show him from the back for like the first half of the movie, and I don't really know what was going on at the beginning. Do you guys remember
two young girls who are on?
Oh shit! Yeah.
They're on AOL Instant Messenger on a chat forum called Teen Chat, and they're just chatting it up with these people who were like, "Oh, hey, who's going to some parties? Who's doing this? Who's doing that? Who likes snowboarding?" And then Captain Howdy shows up. Captain Howdy. Who knows who Captain Howdy is? And they're on this chat, and one of the friends, she goes, "Yes, this is called the World Wide Web Internet Chat, where you can chat with people all over the world." She's the best actor in this whole damn movie. And
oh man, that was
Captain
great.
Howdy sends them an instant message saying, "Hey, you want to come to a party?"
She goes in IME. What is an IME? And she says, "Instant message me."
Yeah.
IM means instant message.
Now, they could be talking to people from all over the world, right?
No, they're only talking to people in the Boulder,
supposedly
Colorado
There were
area.
local chats back in the AOL days.
Yeah, but teen
Were there?
chat is teen chat like local to Helltown?
Teen Chat.
They were on, they were
Welcome
on
to Teen Chat,
the
guys.
Northeast server or whatever.
This is Justin for Teen Chat.
So
Today we're eating jujubes.
Did anyone get terms of service for talking about China's boobs? Is that a thing?
I got kicked off of AOL. Remember AOL would ban you for saying fuck and shit like that? Or whatever. Yeah, I got banned, and like then they send the transcripts of the chat room to your mom, and then your mom has to read like a transcript from AOL saying like butthead fuckface 6969 dick in my farts.
My mom had to call AOL and they read back, and I was trying to mess with them. And my mom was like, "Did you say China has big titties and you want to suck them?" And I was like, is the internet back?
That's the best story I've heard all day. Are you talking about China's titties?
I'm talking about China's titties. Yeah. Rest in peace, China.
Oh my
Hey,
god!
you want to hear a funny story? T-Man, I bet you don't remember this, but I was at your house when we were in like middle school. And this was like after
Did
school.
you knock me out?
Remember once in a blue moon, I would go walk with you and we go back to your house after school. Like my mom come pick me up later.
Yeah.
And remember we go like walk on the wall, that old lady's house. She come out and go, get off the damn wall, right? So you probably don't remember that either, do you?
I do remember that.
Oh, okay. You had like this blank stare,
Oh, that would
that's just his face.
That's just my face.
Anywho, all right. So I'm over your house. This is when the internet was new. I didn't have the internet at my house, right? But you had the internet. It was dial up, right? So nobody's using the phone. And you and I, we were on there on some chat room, right? And I remember us we went on some chat room and there's people speaking other languages, and we were like, anybody speaking English? And somebody just goes, no. And then later, I don't know who it was, but like you were chatting with somebody, and like I go on there, and suddenly they're all like, oh, you must be some hot guys, huh? Why don't we meet up? I totally want to like suck your dicks. And
Oh my god!
do you remember this?
No,
You don't remember this? It was some real
keep going. I'm getting hard.
No, really, there was some creepazoid who was trying to like kidnap us.
Sucker dicks. Oh my god!
I remember this like it was
Actually,
yesterday.
the creeper's name Evil Sknievel?
I remember that concept. I don't remember someone saying, "Let me suck your dicks."
Do you remember the concept of someone wanting to suck your dick?
This was
of me and Dane almost getting internet kidnapped.
yeah. Do you?
I went to an internet prom. You guys ever go to a chat prom with your internet girlfriend?
Oh my god! No.
So
you do like that? You do like the colon slow dances colon so you know you're slow dancing.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
colon
baby.
spikes the punch colon.
Yeah, colon gets lucky colon.
So
colon.
this was right around the time
Winky face.
when Newgrounds was new, and there were like those flash cartoons. So we would be on the chat rooms, and then you and I would watch some Newground videos of like Teletubbies blowing
Tupac.
up.
Yeah,
And an old Tupac thing. Yo, man, your fingers are orange. With Mr. T.
Mr. T murdered Tupac. I forgot about that.
Up on Newgrounds. But yeah, that was that. I think
we almost got Captain Howdy'd.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh.
for real.
Was he
Well,
like,
I'm
my
glad we
parents
dodged
are at
that bullet.
home, come hang out, and like all caps with exclamation points?
Yeah.
I am a teenager too.
Yeah, Sully, why don't you read us off Captain Howdy's AIM profile?
Oh, God, I don't fucking remember
If
that.
you can remember.
He was born in 1978. He loves snowboarding. Something about a Big Mac attack. Hang on.
What is his occupation, dude?
Oh, I don't know.
He's
Oh, come on, you know.
I don't
You'd
remember.
be a duh if you didn't know.
I really don't.
Oh my
you guys
God.
put me on the spot.
He's a duh student.
Oh God, that's so dumb.
And then so these two girls are like, yeah, sure, we'll go to a party with this random person we just met online.
If only it was that easy.
even though my dad's a cop.
He's a detective.
And so they go and they get fucking kidnapped.
So what does he do? His signature moves are to sew up their mouths and their eyes and do other kinds of spiky gross shit that like you saw during the gross
cages
during the gross scenes of Event Horizon, you know.
He sticks catheters in them.
Yeah. Just sticks pins and needles in you.
Ladies got
hooks
to pee.
and chains.
And like some sort of dick piercing.
Yeah.
Some sort of piercing of the dick.
They didn't have dicks.
No, the guy was talking. He's like, this is a piercing, and people in this country wouldn't even think of sleeping with someone without one of these piercings. The people I use it on love it. Meh. That whole thing.
Oh, yeah. He monologues a lot. Everything Captain Howdy says, he can't speak in single sentences. It has to be at least an entire essay of some gibberish that I honestly, he talks so much and I can't remember a damn thing that he had to say. It's all like a thesis of some sort, but it doesn't go anywhere. You know what I mean?
About pain and wanting the small death, like I think was one of the things.
Druid rituals.
Yeah.
With like groups of people that only show up for one scene and then disappear for the rest of the movie.
Well, maybe he killed them. I don't know.
No, he didn't kill them. They were cool. They were like his druid friends.
His druid friends.
Yeah, they were Druish.
A Druish princess. Funny.
Yeah, so
I didn't know. Funny.
And then
Dee Snider didn't look Druish. So go ahead.
So then, yeah. Okay. Can we move on from Spaceballs? Okay. So then he goes. The cop gets the wife of the cop mom. Let's call her. She gets a call from the other girl's mom, and her daughter hasn't come home either. And cop mom does not give a fuck about, like, she has no care in the world. And she's pregnant. Isn't she pregnant in the beginning of the movie?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
She looked pregnant. I thought, well, I'm sorry, actress.
Yeah, you're just rude is what you are.
She was wearing a big sweater, and I don't know, maybe she had a big lunch.
Cop
I don't
moms
know.
wear sweaters. You never know.
Cop moms do wear sweaters.
Yeah,
You're
cop
right.
mom sweaters are all the rage.
Yeah, cop mom sweater.
Visit my Etsy store for new cop mom sweaters.
It's a don't do it. It's a net kidnapping internet scheme.
Hey, everybody,
you
my
order a
girlfriend's
cop
not home.
mom
Let's
sweater,
party!
and then you end up with nipple piercings hanging from the ceiling. So yeah, Captain Howdy's all obsessed with body modification, and the cop mom doesn't care that her daughter is kidnapped. In the script, she does, I'm sure, but on the film, the cop and the mom are just like, oh, well, you know, whatever. Our daughter's been kidnapped. Doesn't matter. They like show no emotion this entire movie. And then we go back to the police
vending
bureau,
machine,
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, the police vending machine, where we meet his the cop's assistant cop. What his partner? That's what they're called. his cop
assistant
junior.
cop.
His assistant cop.
This is my assistant cop.
Oh man, it's cop assistant. I don't really know what they talk about.
They
but
spend like 20 minutes at a vending machine trying to make it work, and the guy's like, "Go home," and the other guy's like, "My daughter," and then he leaves. That's it.
Yeah, and then the cop, there's a scene at home where the cop doesn't know how to use a computer, and then there's a scene at the police station where the cop is like trying to use the computer, and it's so funny the way it looks like he orders a pizza and then opens the pizza, and then there's just a bunch of rocks inside, and he's like, well, this must be a pizza, and he tries to figure out how to eat the pizza as if it was rocks. Does that analogy make any sense?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, good. He's eating a rock pizza is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Watching
all
this
right.
movie
That part
felt
wasn't
like I
clear.
was eating a rock pizza.
Oh no!
Hey man, the rock guy in No Never Ending Story would love to eat a rock pizza.
Yeah. Singing to Born to Be Wild. I think we should rate this movie out of rock pizzas.
Rock pizzas?
Rock
Sure.
pizzas.
How many rock pizzas?
Yeah! Woo! Welcome to Dee Snider's Rock Pizza.
That sounds more.
Welcome to McDonald's.
That sounds more like a Diamond Dave album.
Yeah. After the bitchin' barbecue, it's Diamond Dave's Rock Pizza.
Zap doop bop
Whoa.
bop zoop bop. So anyway, yeah. So cop guy enlists the help of his niece, played by Amy Smart, the wife from Crank and Crank 2, which is how I remember her. And she teaches him how the internet works and teaches him cool lingo to use, like tinsel and butt munch and tinsel bomb exclamation point.
But there's all before she helps. So I guess this is his niece or whatever. So the niece and the niece's mom show up at the house to cook cop and cop mom dinner because their daughter's missing to comfort them. And the niece, like the cop is just sitting down in the computer room, and the niece walks in and goes, "Hey, Uncle Cop, do you ever use the internet?"
What the fuck is the internet? There's like envelopes and paper. Now, what does that mean?
Well, you can send an electronic mail message.
Whereas you can just use the phone
across the world.
Self-addressed envelope to, you know.
It's more than just a phone call. It's a typing phone call. A phone call you can type.
This doesn't make any sense to me. I'm gonna go widow.
Okay, and then he goes widows, and then that's how we learn that the niece is a computer whiz because she knows what the internet is.
She knows all the cool keywords and she knows how to get in to all the good chats.
All the hot 1998 buzzwords.
Oh, snap. She knows how to ASL a chat room in 2 seconds flat.
Yeah, there was no ASL in this, huh?
Yeah, I mean, maybe in the background.
Nobody said ASL.
A lot of I hate my life. I saw that a lot.
I saw the best one that I saw in like the chat room text. Someone said, "Of course I like to go salsa dancing."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fucking
Just
idiot.
kidding. Yeah, so then in the middle of the night, he's at the cop warehouse, wherever cops do their business. The cop store, I don't know. And they call in the niece in the middle of the night to talk to Captain Howdy because he can't figure out the internet. And she tells him to type in butt munch for some reason.
Yeah, I still don't know if that was like a code for something. Like that sounded crazy. That sounded like a cult thing.
Yeah, the exact code is tinsel butt munch tinsel bomb.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, tinsel. Yep, tinsel butt munch. Tinsel bomb exclamation. You got to get the exclamation in it or they don't know you're excited about it.
True. Type 6969 if you like butt munch. Press Alt F4
I don't even think
like
people
corn.
using butt munch by 1998. I thought that was done by like 95, 96.
I think this movie jumps up an extra star just for the use of the word butt munch.
Butt fun.
Butt fun. Buttfun.net. That's got to be a good website. Buttfun.net.
It's no black ass fuckers, I'll tell you that much.
That's an internet story that you should share with the audience.
I'll share with that after we're done talking
put
about
that in
this
the show
movie.
notes.
Put that.
Okay,
Go to blackassfuckers.com.
It's our sponsor today.
Use code. But blackassfuckers.com/bandits to get 10% off
right now by our behavior. Dane Train, why don't you give us a thought? You've been quiet for a while.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to talk about the movie internet.
All right. Okay.
The Netsploitation.
Captain Howdy invites them to the party, and they're like, "Great, we're gonna go get him." So the SWAT team invades the house. And the old hobo from Pee-wee's Big Adventure is banging some chick. And And so they obviously Captain Howdy set them up, right?
Well,
but
he
guess
knew
what?
that.
Captain Howdy actually lives across the street because later you find out he's talking to the cop over. They're sending MP3 or WAV files to each other via instant message, and he finds out that he can hear the same barking dog that's outside where he is. So boom. Captain Howdy was stupid enough to just send them to the house that's literally across the street.
What are you, stupid?
Where the hobo lived. So the detective goes to the house, finds all these mutilated people. There's the daughter, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. We got to back up real quick. There is a scene where they pull a Hyundai out of the water, out of the lake, and the dead friend is in there with her eyes and mouth all sewed up. And they found like this little nose, this big nose piercing thing that it looks like a bull thing. And the guy who's a tow truck driver is like, hey, man, I'm a tattoo body modification mutilation expert. I know exactly what that is. And this is a lifestyle. It's a culture and a piece of art. Yup. I'm going to tell you everything that there is to know about it. I'm just a truck driver. But when I'm not driving trucks, I'm body piercing and tattooing.
I'm scarifying myself and hanging out in creepy sex clubs.
So what happens is they save
cops.
So they saved the girl and all that. But I'm sorry. I forgot what the hell this part was.
We got to talk about the sex club.
Yeah. So the sex club.
The sex club.
The sex club has like this weird, like coppery, weird stuff all over the place, and there's new metal playing, and everybody that we hung out in high school's in there.
Oh yeah, there's like a band playing with like green face paint, and they start peeling their faces off.
Yeah.
And there's people whipping each other.
So, real quick, I know you guys probably never heard of it, but so I collect horror video games, and I have this game for the original PlayStation that probably came out around the same time as this, called Project Vampires. And you hang out, basically you're in a club in it, and the club looks exactly like the inside of this place. So I'm wondering if they got like if it was a homage to it or not. Whereas at the same time, the game is called Project Vampires, and the lead in the movie has all these tribal tattoos up and down his arm and stuff. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe that's another thing to this movie because Captain Howdy has black tribal tattoos all over half of them. But then I'm thinking, wait a minute. I just saw From Dusk Till Dawn for the first time a couple weeks ago. And I'm like, oh, wait, they probably got a lot of the same stuff from that because George Clooney had black tribal tattoos and he fights vampires.
I think,
it's probably more of that.
In the late 90s, tribal tattoos were just like a thing.
Yeah, they were everywhere.
You know? Yeah. And now they're regretted across the nation.
Just a bunch of like 50-year-old dudes in tribal tattoos.
That's why I'm in the wrong business. I should have opened up one of those laser tattoo removal businesses.
There's still
Maybe
time.
Maybe you can
Dan.
add that to DV Auto Detail.
What's that?
I'll detail your car and I'll remove your tribal tattoos.
Remove your tribal tattoos, specifically the sticker ones that you put on your cars.
The ones you got out of the mall vending machine.
That's right. Yeah, the crank machine.
That's where Captain Howdy gets all of his body mods is from the
at the Greendale Mall
vending machine. So I guess Captain Howdy's at the sex club hanging himself by his nipples.
And I forgot what happened.
Yeah,
like did his nipples rip
friends?
or something, and did he fall? I forgot what happened.
He was trying to die, I guess, and then they I don't know, they did something, and then he got mad at them because he wasn't dead and he was chasing the small death.
He was like, I'm almost at the other side.
Yeah,
and he punches
he was
the
trying
guy.
to come, I thought.
No.
Maybe it was a thing with
maybe emotionally.
Who's
Isn't
that
the
actor?
small death coming?
Which one?
Who's that
What
actor? John Carradine? The one from
David Carradine?
David Carradine,
yeah. Asphyxiation David Carradine?
Yeah, he killed himself he was jerking off and
Holy
he hung
shit.
himself.
Rest in peace, David Carradine.
Yeah.
May I go out the way you did.
Oh my God.
One can only dream, John.
Oh, yeah. You know.
Anywho. So
I mean, you could do it.
That's true.
Don't. But
we'll see how the end of this podcast goes. I may have a little treat for y'all.
So the detective goes into the house, finds everybody, finds the daughter. There's Captain Howdy. he like shoots him in the leg or something. He gets him down to the ground and he arrests him. And you think, okay, that's the end of Captain Howdy.
That's the end of the movie.
That's the end of the movie, right?
Yeah,
And for me, I was relieved. I was like, great, the movie's done.
Hey, no.
But it's, you know what? Then they got all these newspaper clippings. Oh no, they actually didn't find him guilty. The law system made it so he actually got scot-free after a couple of years. And they cut back to him. He's in his mental
been rehabilitated.
Hospital. Yeah, and he's got like face paint on to cover up his tribal tattoos. He's wearing cardigans, and he's like an okay guy. He's Mr. Rogers now.
And he still looks like a creep. Let's be honest.
Now you'd think he'd be on like a sex offender list or something.
With that hair,
he looks in the cardigan and like all like nice like that. He looks more like a sex offender.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
He reminds me of a guy who we had to watch when he would come to Barnes and Noble in the Cape when I used to work down there.
No.
Yeah, and like he would just be like, "We want to talk about dolls," and I was like, "I don't want to do that." And
holy shit! No, Mr. Poopy Pants.
Robert T. Poopy Pants, and he had like the long hair and everything. It was in a ponytail. He had like fucked up teeth. I wonder what he's up to right now.
Shit.
Playing with some dolls.
He's in a basement somewhere.
Shout out to creepy Cape guy.
Whoa.
Oh God, no.
So yeah, it's
Don't
4 years later. He's
Netsploit us.
rehabilitated. He for some reason moves back into the house that he owns, which has been trashed by people who are mad that
it's Halloween H2O.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Halloween H2O.
Wait, no, Halloween Resurrection.
There you go.
Yeah,
Is Busta Rhymes going to do a reality show
moves
for
back
Captain
into
Howdy's
his
house?
old house and then kills reality TV show stars on the internet. That's another Netsploitation movie right there.
Perfect example right there. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we're collecting them all right now.
Collect the whole set.
Anywho, yeah, so he goes back to the house, but hey, guess what? Robert Englund shows up and he's like, instead of killing giant CGI snakes, he decides that he's gonna kill Captain Howdy. He's like, this Captain Howdy's the most dangerous Captain Howdy that we've engineered. We gotta go hunt down this killer Captain Howdy. So
he's in there's a news conference going on. Like there's a bunch of reporters outside of Dee Snider's house and protesters, and then I guess his lawyer comes out and says he's got nothing to say, and then Captain Howdy comes out and says something.
Got something to say.
He says, "I'm sorry," and then some lady's like, "You're gonna burn in hell. You're gonna burn in hell,
bitch."
Yeah, best thing Dee Snider ever did was his 10-second cameo in Pee-wee's Big Adventure singing that song.
I don't know how you could say that with a straight face after watching Strangeland.
I love this movie. And then Robert Englund says, someone needs to kill Captain Howdy. Right, everyone? And then he yells at nobody right next to him. Like, oh, God. All right. Who are you
it's
talking
weird because
to?
they make his character evil too. Like he's kind of a piece of shit. So you're like, are we supposed to be rooting for Captain Howdy now? Like, are we on his side? Like, I don't understand what's happening now.
Yeah, I think it was more so like everybody's kind of like, throw the first stone type of deal. If no one here has kidnapped and murdered people and made them into works of art of the flesh with body modification and put catheters in them, then you throw the first stone.
Did he really kill people? There's that one person who died. I don't think he ever killed anybody.
Shitting me? No, he killed the girl.
He killed everybody. That girl was in the trunk of the car.
She had a heart condition.
Are you saying she was asking for it?
No, she had a heart condition.
She was a bad driver?
Y'all, I watched this movie pretty recently besides today.
She was in the trunk.
She died of a heart condition. They talked about it, but we were talking over it.
No. I'm talking about the detective's daughter's sister.
Yeah, Tiana had a heart condition and she died, and so he hit her in the trunk and pushed the car in. So he doesn't actually kill anyone in this whole movie.
Yeah, but
is that
why he got off?
Yeah, because he's just
jail?
crazy. It was like assault at best. He's like,
worst,
he pleaded insanity, so he ended up in an institution, and he never actually murdered anyone. At least in the movie, he might have murdered someone beforehand. I don't know. But every time you see those those bodies and stuff, they're all still kind of moving around, like they're not dead.
That's true. Okay, you have a good point. I guess Captain Howdy is
a real cool
bad
guy. Yeah, you're right.
All.
Topher Hansen agrees with Captain Howdy's methods.
No.
Dear casting directors, Topher Hansen most identifies with Captain Howdy.
You're a registered Captain Howdy.
Oh my God. I have to go to people's doors. Hi, I'm Captain Howdy. I live here now. Anyway, see you. Have you seen Strangeland?
You want to get some chimichangas?
VHS.
No?
Check
Cool.
this out. If you have any questions.
Listen to this compact disc with all my favorite music on it.
I think Stain's on it. I don't know.
Yeah, and then the second movie starts.
So they go in and they kidnap Captain Howdy. The parents do, just like, like in another.
They Freddy Krueger Captain Howdy.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Robert
reverse.
England finally has his revenge.
England's
Freddy's
revenge.
So they take him, they bring him up to the hill, and they put him in a noose.
The downhill.
And they
the
hang
noose
him.
was ready to go.
Well, they were
already
planning for it.
in
And then the
tree
cop
and everything.
from whose daughter that they rescued before could have called it in, but he was like, nah, we good. And he just threw away.
Yeah, he was staking out the house, I guess, or I don't know, just keeping an eye on it. And he sees the angry mob take away Captain Howdy in the back of the car. And then Captain Howdy's looking at the cop. The cop's looking at Captain Howdy. The cop hesitates to call it in, but he just doesn't do it.
Because he thinks he deserves
Who the fuck would? Yeah, he does.
So somehow Captain Howdy's neck didn't break and he could hold his breath for a super long time.
I
And,
thought, because he does all this crazy body modification, right?
Yeah,
so
he
that
he can
deal with the
asphyxiation. He
pain.
got he built up a tolerance.
I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, we never saw him hanging by his neck. I would have figured if that scene, he was hanging by his giant nipples earlier, but if he was also hanging by his neck, I feel like that would have explained that a little bit more. But whatever, it's the same shit. Right? Nipples, your throat, whatever.
Nipples, throat,
connects.
it's all part of the human anatomy. Hi,
the nipple bone's connected to the neck
John
bone.
here.
I've seen where the babies come from. I know this stuff.
So he
Harry Mandel told me all about it.
I had to repeat
wakes up
biology.
and within an hour's time, his hair is dyed red again. He put all of his piercings back in.
Instantly.
He's back to normal, and he got got all the same clothes back. All of his torture devices that probably should have been confiscated by the police apparently are all still in his house.
Fair point.
All the all the evidence apparently that should have
he
been
just
confiscated is still there.
Well, there's only 4
went
police
down
total.
to the local Target and bought some new meat hooks and some new torture devices.
Yeah, some rubber gloves, and his laptop. His same laptop, and next thing you know, all the parents, he got them all in one fell swoop. He was able to kidnap every single parent all at once.
I would have loved to see him kidnap the people.
Oh, wait a minute. I think he did kill somebody
too.
because Robert Englund is watching some weirdo porn and he's wearing tighty whities. He's waiting to get sexed up with his
Oh yeah, that was
with his
great.
woman.
Fuck me,
And then this
okay.
lifeless body is hobbling along, dancing around like a marionette, and it's just Captain Howdy behind her, and he throws her to the ground.
He hits him with her body to knock him out.
Yeah, so that girl was obviously dead.
Okay, he murdered one person. Who hasn't murdered one person and then played around with their body to make it look like they were dancing?
Right. Nobody.
Throw the first stone.
Yeah.
So
judge not, lest ye be
But
judged.
then he captures
Jane Train.
at least 6 other people in the same night.
Yeah.
And finds the time to sew up their eyes and build torture contraptions and sew up their mouths. And monologue at them.
And call back
He
the cop.
he is quite the efficient murderer or sadistic psychopath
tortureman.
anyway.
Doesn't he do it all
tortureman,
back
yes.
at the same house? Because suddenly he calls a cop and he's just like, yeah, hey cop, Yeah, well, I'm doing my same thing again. Oh, well, and all I gotta do is be like, well, obviously he's at the house. Let's just go.
No, I thought it was somewhere else. It looked like it was a different place.
He gets the cop's daughter again, too, though.
Yeah, so he kidnaps the daughter again.
At the same time. Do we see her get kidnapped?
Not
she just like ends up getting kidnapped.
But he
just is.
Captain Howdy goes on a video chat and does a video chat with the detective and shows off the daughter all sewn back up again. And he's like, oh, I got your daughter again. I'm going to put a needle in her nipples. And I forgot how, but they find out where they are. Or two cops. They send two cops there.
Two terrible cops.
And they find all the people who are all body mutilated again. But somehow they find out that Captain Howdy is now hanging out in a church, or I don't know if it's a church or if it's the.
No, it was a church.
Yeah, it was definitely. I think it was a church.
Is it a church or was it the club, like when it's shut down for the night? You know, the club.
Well, whatever it was,
stuff.
It was a church. I mean, maybe the club was a church at one point. Whatever the building was, was a church at one point.
I guess
maybe it's the club. It could be the club. I don't know. That would make much more sense.
Yeah.
So
because I don't know why the church would have a red spotlight in the middle of it.
So then it's down to the final showdown between the detective and Captain Howdy. So they have a punching fight.
Some kicks are thrown. Some candles are thrown.
There's hanging meat hooks from there, for whatever reason in this church, and the guy is able to.
You don't remember the meat hooks at St. Mary's?
Oh no, I don't want to.
That was the only part of Catholicism I liked.
That was the meat hooks. That's where they got you.
Needed more meat hooks. Needed more meat hooks.
Yeah, Pope Francis, more meat hooks.
Call the Pope. Call the bishop.
I'm writing a letter to the Pope. Remember the bishop told us he was a vampire?
Hey, put some more meat hooks in there. Yeah, so dude, there was a time when we were just about ready to get confirmed for CCD stuff, right? It's like it's the end of the road, right? And we're talking to like the bishop or one of the high up guys. And one of the kids just goes, "Hey, you know how like the color black is like a part of evil? How come all the priests always wear black?" And the bishop goes, "Oh, whoa, vampires."
Heavy
and then he hissed at us, and we never saw that kid again.
That's right.
He said he was going to go to a party at some kid's house.
He ended up He ended up in the meat hooks.
I don't know. The last time that I saw that kid, he fell from the sky into a bloody pulp in the middle of the night. And then a gust of wind knocked me over, and I could see the silhouette of a giant bat against the moon. But that was the last time I saw him, Alan Pandy.
He was hanging from a meat hook, and the bishop was underneath him with the blood going. He's going collecting the dripping blood from the meat hook.
That was the least gross thing he used to do.
And so the detective takes the meat hook and he like sticks it on his shoulder and is able to get Captain Howdy to swing up in the air. And that's not enough, because Captain Howdy, he's just swinging around.
He's just having fun.
He's not really trying to get down. He's just swinging, having fun. But
he's getting down.
And the detective takes some kerosene from a candle near him, and he douses Captain Howdy with it, and he pulls out a lighter. Or not a lighter. He pulls out some matches. He lights the whole thing of
matches. Oh, the evidence matches are for. I think it must be the club.
The evidence,
because I think the matches are from the club.
Yeah,
but they found those at the scene of where these other people were, because they had a message for him on the. That's where they found out where he was, because he said it in the match book.
Yeah,
there was like a message written for him.
Said it in the match book.
Yeah, he was just like scuba de
He said, "I'm
at
here."
a church. Love Dee Snider.
So he said, buy my album.
He lights Captain Howdy on fire. And that's
Captain Howdy gets really fat and burns.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that is the best. It's like Dee Snider Dee Snider's legs are on fire and then cuts back to like the full body person, like the stunt guy on fire, and the stunt guy is like Dee Snider is like 7 feet tall and like skinny and ripped and in good shape, and then the stunt guy is like 5 foot nothing and like fat and has like the Sharpie makeup running on him for the tattoos and stuff. It's great.
There's just
it's
Danny
probably the
DeVito
best fire
swinging
stunt.
around.
Yeah, but then they actually set like Dee Snider is on fire. I don't know if they actually set him on fire, if that was a like dummy, but it looked really fucking good.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. If it was a dummy, it was really good.
Yeah, that was a good looking dummy. Hey.
That was very good looking dummy.
No,
So that
that's
was-
a dummy.
That's it. That's Strangeland.
Yeah, the cop man goes, "Oh, I killed him," and then his cop assistant's like, "Don't worry about it." And then he just goes to visit his family in the hospital, and then there's like a last shot of Dee Snider behind fire, staring daggers, and then that's the end of the movie. The Strangeland is closed.
Sorry, guys.
Closed for
Strangeland's closed
business.
today for maintenance.
Game over.
But then
and
there's
then
more
Chevy
after
Chase
the
takes
credits.
his family to Strangelands.
After the credits, you got more Dee Snider hawking the
Schneider.
soundtrack compact disc with all his favorite new tracks you can't get anywhere else. They're exclusive to the Strangeland soundtrack.
With the
For all
coolest
these
music
hit
video
new
of
metal
all
bands.
time.
Oh my God. Yeah. I have no idea what that. So first of all, he treats us to a live version of, he's like, my album has a song from Seven Dust and it's this song, but I'm going to make you listen to a different song. So here it is. And it's a live version. And then it's Seven Dust going, yeah, denial. Well, I don't know what the song is, but
From their original self-titled album.
oh,
Released in 1997.
Thank you. Yeah. So Seven Dust, we see Seven Dust performance.
Yeah. So
We were just talking about Seven Dust the other day, weren't we?
Which one? Both of us?
You.
Oh, I talk about Seven Dust at least 3 times a day.
Anyway, and then Dane was not pleased with watching more of this movie, so we fast forwarded a little bit, and then we turned into the best music video I've ever seen in my life about a milkman gone mad who shows people visions of their own demise through one of those viewfinders, the 3D viewfinder things that like you see dinosaurs in the Ghostbusters in or whatever. And this band is like, I don't even know how to describe this band. It is the most nu metal music video I've ever seen in my life. And we missed the intro from Dee Snider, so I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's Loco by Cold Chamber. They said it at the end.
That was Cold Chamber?
That was Cold Chamber. I said it. I was like, hey, it's freaking Cold Chamber. Hey, it's freaking Cold Chamber. Yeah.
Weird. All right, dudes, if anyone out there wants to see a kooky crazy nu metal video, watch Loco by Cold Chamber. We're not even being paid to say that.
Yeah. What'd he say?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. And then listen to Silverchair.
yeah.
I don't know. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Silverchair's pretty good.
Yeah.
I have their greatest hits.
Their one hit. It's Anna's song and then just Anna's song over and over again.
They had a couple hits. They played SNL. They had at least 2 songs.
They played,
You need 2
really?
songs
They
to
played
play SNL. Yes, sir, they did.
Oh, who hosted?
I don't know.
All right, fair
Tom
enough.
Hanks, probably.
Steve Martin. Ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen, Silverchair. I can't do a Steve Martin. That's my Steve Martin. Whatever. It's great. You can't do what I do. Fuck you.
Anyway, so yeah, that's Dee Snider's Strangeland, and I fucking love it.
So what are we gonna rate this out of?
Stone pizzas, rock
Stone
pizzas,
Rock
right?
pizzas, nipple
All right.
rings, everything.
So then, T-Man,
Nipple
obviously,
rings, nipple boys.
How many nipple boys do you give it?
How many
Nipple
nipple boys? Nipple boys.
all right, what are we doing here?
Nipple
I don't
boys,
know.
man.
I like nipple boys.
All right.
Don't take that out
Topher
of context.
All right. Sully, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are you rating this?
Do not remove that clip and make an auto-tune
Are we doing it out
news
of 5
music
nipple
video
boys or
out
10
of
nipple boys? How many
10 nipple boys?
How many?
20 nipples, 10
20?
nipple boys.
10 nipple boys? Nipple boy 2010?
10 nipple boy 2020 for president.
Well, I'm going to give the first half of the movie about 5 nipple boys, and then the second half of the movie about 6 nipple boys. So that's
a total of 11 nipple boys.
It's 11 nipple boys out of 20. I don't like it as much as you. I definitely love it more than Dane Train. I mean, let's not beat around that bush.
So then that's
it's about like it's
5.5 nipple boys out of 10.
Yeah, that's like an average. It's an average nipple boy, just an average, regular, good old fashioned
5.5.
boy.
That's 50%. That's not average. Average is a C. A C average would be 7.
Oh, okay.
Boys.
Then I guess it's a little below average on the nipple boy scale. Look, this is not an exact science. All right, we're still figuring it out. I got people in the labs
scale
working
the
on
ratings. So everybody gets a passing grade.
So 5.5 nipple boys out of 10. What about you, Topher?
Whoa. No, I want to hear Dane Train's nipple boy stance.
Give us the nipple
Dane
boys.
Train, where do you stand on nipple boys?
Out
What
of
is your
10,
position
need
on
to
nipple
know.
boys?
out of 10, I give it 2.
Out of 10 what?
All right. I give it 2 rock pizzas and 1 nipple boy.
How many? So how many nipple
Yeah,
boys
can I-
does it take to make a rock
what's the
pizza?
currency?
Yeah, can I get 2
What's
rock
the conversion
pizzas,
rate?
well done, and 1 nipple boy to go. Scrambled. Scrambled.
At the drive-through Pizza Hut,
Yeah.
the pizza slut.
Yeah, just because it's a Netsploitation movie, I'll give it that. I liked all the early net stuff. I like the part where it says salsa party, and it's kind of I like the Milkman music video.
You did like the Milkman music video. Awesome.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I
we didn't know you
I didn't like the music, but I like the Milkman.
You know
like
what?
the
It's a win,
Milkman,
and we're
just
gonna
not the
take it.
music.
He kind of looked to me like if Ozzy Osbourne and remember Diamond Dave in the California Girls music video?
Yeah.
He's wearing that like bus tour outfit. If you kind of mix the two, I'd say kind of something like that,
Okay.
But anywho, yeah. Not my cup of tea. Again, I'm not, me, I'm not into 90s horror movies all that much.
What would make this your cup of tea?
How many nipple boys do we need to throw into this movie to make it your cup of tea, Dane?
Yeah, Dane. I mean,
oh man,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it can be done.
Fair
I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know if it could be done to increase my nipple boys or my rock pizzas. I don't know if there's much you can do. I would say maybe if the movie took place if they had made the movie in the 80s with Dee Snider, but then I'm like, well, then he couldn't do
but
the
then
whole...
he'd be like telemarketing people or sending them faxes or something.
Yeah. You couldn't really do the whole like internet thing.
Sending faxes about going to parties.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it would
Do you
work.
like to ski?
Yeah, maybe you have to like page. Yeah, I have to use a pager and call them on the phone. I don't know, the payphone.
Oh, there was a pager in one of the close-ups in the like opening montage.
Yeah.
A beeper for the cool kids.
All right, T-Man, what are you rating this at?
All right, dudes.
Yeah.
Dudes.
I fucking love this movie. This movie is great. I'm giving this movie 9 out of 10 nipple boys.
Whoa! Are you
this
adding?
movie's great.
Are you adding one rock pizza in there to round it out?
I'll have a rock pizza on the side, but I'll stick with 9 nipple boys.
Only one
Just
slice.
a personal rock pizza on
You
the
want to
side?
get your rock pizza by the slice?
Yeah.
$8 rock pizza at the Centrum.
with some concrete filled crust.
Oh, now you're pushing it.
At Little Caesars, which is no longer there.
It's not?
No, it's long gone. Right next to the Blockbuster.
no.
Which we're talking about.
What are all the strippers gonna eat?
On Route 20 in Worcester, right on the Auburn line.
Dude, that was my Little Caesars.
There was a Little Caesars and a Blockbuster
Dude, that was
right next to each other.
nobody's
Both
Little
of which are gone.
Caesars.
Is the Star
I've been
Market
there
there?
once in my entire
Star
life.
Market is
because
gone. Now the Chuck E. Cheese is still open. It's like the only thing in that plaza that's still open.
Chuck E. Cheese and a
Weird.
few doors, like few roads down. It's Centerfolds 2, I think it is.
Centerfolds is gone as well, I think. I think Centerfolds
what
is
is
gone.
becoming
Lamplighter
of
2
Route
is still
20
there.
That's what I
interchange?
meant. There it is.
But Centerfolds is gone.
Oh, it's like I don't even know that town anymore.
Well,
this town is
anyway,
full of
so as you will soon find out. But yeah, no, seriously, I love Strangeland. I don't know why you would give this anything less than 9 Nipple Boys. It has Dee Snider, for crying out loud.
Yeah, but it's not
And-
80s Dee Snider. It's kind of like, let me put it like this.
Dee Snider's
Let me
always
put it- Let me
cool.
put it like this. If you were a big fan of Hulk Hogan in the 80s and you loved Hulk Hogan, wearing he's got the hot dog skin and he's got his red and his yellow Hulkamania shirt and then suddenly the 90s come
Hot
and
dog
he's
skin.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And he's got like the black bandana and the black boa and all that stuff. And he's the heel. That's the difference. I like 80s.
So you're saying this is Hollywood Dee Snider?
This is Hollywood Hogan's Dee Snider.
That is a bad analogy because one could argue that Hollywood Hulk Hogan was the superior Hulk Hogan. He was the more popular Hulk Hogan. Hey, Topher.
Turn it into Wrassle Flicks. What?
I'm just saying, Hollywood Hulk Hogan is the good Hulk Hogan. So I don't know. This analogy does not work for me.
It doesn't matter
Hollywood
because
Hulk Hogan
I
gets
prefer
9 Nipple Boys.
I
in
prefer
his
the
dressing
short-lived
room.
Mr. America on SmackDown in the early 2000s, but whatever.
That wasn't Hulk Hogan though.
Yes, it was.
That was the joke. Anyway, keep going.
You found out that it was because when he stopped, he took off his mask and they were and Vince McMahon came into the ring. And he was like, "I kept the cameras rolling and look, it is Hulk Hogan. I mean, yeah, it's Hulk Hogan. It's Hulk Hogan. You're fired."
You know
that's how
what?
it
I
happened.
prefer Christopher Gaines.
That's good. That works. You're Garth Brooks, but then Chris Gaines is like, I'm gonna make a horror movie about doing chin-ups and mutilating women.
Oh my God. If this movie was Christopher Gaines' Strangeland.
Chris Gaines is Weirdville.
Who's that?
It was this weird phase that Garth Brooks went through to make another Garth Brooks album, but under a different pseudonym.
Yeah, he made like a rock album or something, and then he went on SNL and hosted as Garth Brooks, but played as Chris Gaines.
What? Yeah, it was. It's so dumb. Whatever.
Weird. Okay. All right.
But yeah, this movie has it all. It's Netsploitation. Wow, I love that term. This is probably the top tier. You coined it. You've heard it here first. Dane Train coined Netsploitation. This is probably the peak Netsploitation film, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Net television series also very great early 90s computer age programming.
Come on.
Check it out. If you like that dumb computer stuff, check out the Net TV show.
Was
It
that
is
after Pacific Blue or
wild.
before?
What?
Never mind. Keep going.
I didn't even know if there was a TV show.
Yeah.
Wasn't it
not
on
many
USA
people
for
did.
like 2
I don't think
weeks?
the network knew. But yeah, I guess I just fucking love this movie. It's fun. If you like early 2000s horror movies and like silly stuff, and if you ever listen to nu metal, then this is the movie for you. So with that being said, I am going to once again plug our buddy Corey Gorski's Shockwaves VHS tape trade and sale in Toronto, Canada. 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. This is July 7th. It is coming up soon in only a few days. July 7th at Eyesore Cinema in Toronto. Shockwaves VHS tape trade and sale by our friend Corey Gorski. Go to it. I wish I could go. If I was in Canada, I would go.
Let's just sneak across the border and go.
We're going across. We're sneaking across the border, guys. We're committing perjury against the United States by trading tapes in the Great White North. We're gonna do it. But don't use this as evidence against us.
You never heard it.
For illegally crossing the border into Canada. Please, we can get in, but we won't be able to get back.
As this show's fake lawyer, this is all admissible in court and you can't use it.
Oh, good. Yeah, court, you can't use this. Suck my dick.
Na-na-na-na-boo-boo,
Anyway.
I believe is a lawyer term for
it. My client has nothing to say. I have something to say. That was Strangeland. Anyway, all right. So I have been Topher Hansen. Wait, Captain Topher Hansen. Don't you forget it. Captain Topher Hansen, 5859. And with me, as always, is my co-host,
Captain Dane Train, a.k.a. Vigilante 1999 on AOL Instant Messenger.
Find him now. And our special guest,
Captain Sully, a.k.a. Evil Skenevel, a.k.a. Mount John 17, a.k.a. Bugsy 305, a.k.a. I don't know, System of a Down
What
is
are you
God. I don't
hiding,
really know.
sir?
I had a
Oh
lot
my
of street
God.
names.
Whoa.
tell us real quick, Sully, about your podcast with our buddy Kevbot, who is also a VHS Bandit.
Oh, yeah. So I stole Kevbot away from you guys. I probably should have brought that up.
Yes. And
we host a sometimes updated podcast called Wrassle Flicks, where we watch movies that are starring pro wrestlers or about pro wrestling. We're about 4 episodes in, and Topher and Dane said that they love it. So apparently it's good.
I'm waiting
They said
for
it was
more,
their favorite
man.
podcast.
it's a great show. It really is.
Yeah.
If you like this show, I mean, if you're listening to this, listen to that. It's great.
Yeah, it's like
you should do
VHS Bandits without the
Strangeland on that
personality.
show.
It's great. It's beautiful.
Do Wrassle Flicks Strangeland. Anyway, so that has been Strangeland on VHS. We have been the VHS Bandits. Thanks for listening, guys. As always, be kind and rewind.